How does the 1916 National Defense Act define Title 10 versus Title 32? Imagine a framework that shapes how the United States organizes its military forces and their responsibilities across different situations. The National Defense Act of 1916 established such a structure by creating clear distinctions between two primary legal authorities for the armed forces, Title 10 and Title 32 of the United States Code. Understanding these distinctions is essential for grasping how military operations are conducted within the country and abroad. Title 10 of the United States Code primarily governs the organization, administration, and regulation of the United States Armed Forces when they are operating under federal authority. It provides the legal foundation for the Department of Defense, including the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force. This title authorizes the President to deploy military forces overseas, conduct combat operations, and manage the overall readiness and training of the military services. It also covers the procurement of equipment, personnel policies, and the establishment of military standards. Essentially, Title 10 is the legal backbone for the active duty military forces when they are engaged in national defense activities outside of state control. In contrast, Title 32 of the United States Code addresses the National Guard when it is operating under state authority. The National Guard is a reserve component that can be called into federal service but primarily functions under the command of individual state governors. When the National Guard is activated by a state governor, it operates under Title 32, which grants the governor authority to manage and deploy the Guard for state emergencies, such as natural disasters, civil disturbances, or other domestic issues. However, the President can federalize the National Guard, at which point it transitions to Title 10 authority, becoming part of the active military forces under federal command. The distinction between these two titles is crucial for understanding the legal and operational boundaries of military forces within the United States. Title 10 provides the legal basis for deploying forces internationally and managing the regular armed services, while Title 32 emphasizes the Guard's role in supporting state and local authorities during domestic emergencies. Both titles work together to ensure that military resources are used effectively and within the appropriate legal framework depending on the situation.